Hello guys, welcome to my short series in which I'll explain most of the dungeons in patch 6.2. We'll be starting with Holy Tower, which is a 6-player instance in which you can get legendary armor. Holy Tower is a potentially very fast dungeon if your group is experienced and coordinated. I recommend at least Garden of Knowledge gear for this dungeon. Once you get into the instance, you have to talk to one of the NPCs and he will fly you over to where the things actually happen. Once you're there, you'll see that each and every part up until the end boss is separated. 2 mobs plus drill machines will spawn. In the first sector, only 1 drill machine will spawn, and in the last it goes up to 4. You have to kill these machines as soon as possible, because they continue to spawn more and more mobs until they are killed. If it gets overwhelming, try using blinds such as Sandstorm Trap or any shattered shields such as Divine Curtain. Once you've completed the trash mobs, you're already at the main event of the instance, the first and only boss of Holy Tower, Nurgle. Nurgle has multiple abilities, and instead of just showing you a video of how we killed him, I'm gonna break the video down into segments of the abilities that are actually scary. The other ones are usually just AoE damage for the whole party anyways. His 4 main abilities are Raging Cold, Shield of Faith, Superior Shield and Bad Omen. Let's start with the easiest ability, Raging Cold. Once Nurgle starts casting Raging Cold, a Hateful Polida spawns. You have to get the Hateful Polida on one of the circles on the ground and kill her there. Once she is dead, a wind stream from the ground appears. Depending on how fast your group kills the Hateful Polida, you might want to wait a couple of seconds until you open your wings and glide up to avoid Raging Cold. You want to open up your wings at around 65 to 70% of the Raging Cold cast. Once you've glidden up and he's done casting, you can safely go down and continue DPSing him. Now on to Shield of Faith. Once Nurgle starts casting Shield of Faith, 4 drill machines just like the ones you had as trash before him will spawn. And with them a whole lot of mobs will spawn as well. This time you want to ignore the mobs as much as possible and DPS all the drill machines down as fast as possible. Once all drill machines are destroyed, all mobs will disappear. So do everything in your power just to stay alive until all 4 machines are destroyed. This is a DPS check, but it's not a too hard one. Superior Shield is probably the hardest mechanic, even though it's not that hard either. In this phase, he will spawn 6 obelisks and some of the mobs as well. You all have to click the obelisk at the same time, or otherwise he will enrage, and most likely one-shot people in your party with his auto attacks. To be able to click all obelisks at the same time, you have to gather all mobs in the middle, and either kill them, the HP is pretty low, but you have to be fast, or just CC them in the middle with a Sorcerer Freeze or anything similar to that. To make the whole process easier, you should allocate locations for every person before the boss already starts, so everyone knows where to go and no time goes to waste. If you have successfully clicked all obelisks, he will start casting a different ability, which does absolutely nothing. The time he needs to cast that skill is the best time to burn him down. Pop all your cooldowns there and DPS as hard as you can. If you don't manage to click all obelisks, like we did in the clip, you can also just continue to kite the boss for the rest of the fight. It's quite annoying, but also manageable. Now onto the last ability of the boss, Bad Omen. Bad Omen is just as bad as it sounds. It has to kill 1 person, and there's nothing you can do about it. 1 person will be targeted by Bad Omen, and this person has to run to one of the Balloa monsters, which is casting Explosion. Be sure to run at 0 meter distance, otherwise you will blow up the whole party. If the targeted person did everything as he should, only he will die. But there is no restriction on reviving in Holy Tower, so feel free to revive him once he is dead. At this point you know all of Nurgle's abilities, and you should be able to kill him at least theoretically. Enjoy your legendary loot, and I hope you enjoyed this video as well. You can now click away or just watch a sped up version of our kill.